This is from a hospital I used to work at. I wasn't supposed to find this. The timestamp reads 03/17/04. A figure in a pale gown walks into frame from the left, unhurried, like they know exactly where they're going. I was a contractor, routine work. A regional hospital network had migrated their archive servers and someone needed to verify backup integrity. That someone was me. I wasn't watching for anything. I was cross-checking file metadata. Comparing right dates against access logs, it's as dull as it sounds. Then I saw the flag, one file, anomalous access timestamp, 3:17 a.m. on a Tuesday in February. The kind of timestamp that doesn't belong in an overnight audit window. I opened it, I don't know why, habit maybe, or something else. The corridor on screen was empty. It should have stayed that way. It didn't. I spent 2 days going through every log they had, admission records, staff schedules, visitor sign-ins. This person was never there. I pulled the full night, 14 hours of footage across every camera on that floor. I told myself there was an explanation, a mislabeled file, a patient who wandered, a staff member in the wrong wing. I told myself that for about 20 minutes. Then I found the second appearance. Camera 4, hallway junction near the east stairwell, 3:31 a.m., same gown, same unhurried walk. Then camera 7, 4:02 a.m., radiology corridor. Then camera 2 near the service elevator, 4:44 a.m. 11 more appearances, 6 different cameras over the course of one night, always moving with purpose, never stopping, never entering a room, never speaking to a single member of staff. I opened the admissions database. Every patient logged that date. Every name, every room assignment, every intake time, I went through all of it. No match. I checked the staffing roster next. Nurses, technicians, security personnel, night custodial. Every name on record for that shift. No match. I pulled the visitor sign-in log, the paper registry that gets scanned at the end of each day. Not one entry matched. This person walked through 6 camera zones over 14 hours. They appear in authenticated, time-stamped hospital CCTV. They do not exist in a single record. I needed to talk to someone who was actually there that night. The charge nurse from that shift had a LinkedIn profile, professional headshot, 11 years of hospital experience listed. I sent a message, short, neutral. I said I was a contractor reviewing archive footage from February and had a question about staffing that night. She read it within the hour. She didn't respond. 20 minutes later, she had blocked me. I sat with that for a long time. I submitted a formal inquiry to the hospital's records office the next morning, sent it through the contracted firm's official channel so it would be logged, asked for clarification on an unidentified individual present in CCTV footage from the date in question. The response came 4 days later. Boilerplate, 2 paragraphs. It cited HIPAA. It said patient privacy protections prevented them from releasing any identifying information about individuals captured on facility surveillance. That wasn't an answer, that was a door closing. I went back into the archive. This time I looked for incident reports from that night, internal records, the kind filed by charge nurses and security supervisors when something happens that needs to be documented. I found one, filed at 3:19 a.m. 2 minutes after the figure first appeared on camera. Most of it was intact, the location, the filing staff member's ID number, the time. The description field had been redacted, a clean black bar applied after the fact from the page formatting. I zoomed in on the freeze frame next. Camera 4, 3:31 a.m., the clearest image I had. I enhanced what I could. The figure was looking directly at the camera, not past it, not near it, directly at it. That camera is flush-mounted behind a ceiling tile, recessed. There is no visible indicator of its position. There is no way to know it's there unless you already know. I kept coming back to that frame. A flush-mounted camera behind a ceiling tile, no LED, no indicator light, no visible housing. The hospital installed them that way deliberately to reduce tampering. I know this because I read the installation specs during the audit. The specs that the hospital sent me as part of the contractor onboarding documents that were not public. This person knew where the camera was. I started building a timeline, every appearance, every camera, every timestamp. 11 sightings over the course of one night and into early morning. I mapped the movement across the floor plan. The route made no sense as random wandering. It was not random. The figure moved between specific points in a specific sequence, avoided the nursing station, avoided the 2 areas where overnight staff congregated, moved through dead zones, sections of corridor not covered by adjacent cameras without hesitation. You don't navigate a hospital floor like that without knowing the layout, without knowing where you won't be seen. Except this figure was seen 11 times across 6 cameras, which means they allowed it or they wanted it documented. I don't know which is worse. I cross-referenced the camera positions against the floor plan one more time. Every sighting was in a zone visible to exactly 1 camera, never 2, never overlapping coverage. 11 appearances. 11 isolated sightings, each one a single camera event. Someone walked through a hospital for 14 hours and arranged it so there was exactly 1 angle of footage for each appearance. I don't know what I was looking at. I still don't. I just know it wasn't accidental. The termination notice arrived on a Thursday. Email, formal header, contracting firm logo, 1 paragraph, effective immediately. No stated reason, no performance reference, no prior warning. I had never received a negative review, not once. I logged back into the archive system that same evening. I wanted to download the footage, keep local copies, something I could hold onto if anyone ever asked. The 14-hour block was gone. I checked the folder. The folder existed. The folder had a name, it had a creation date, it had a last modified timestamp from 3 days prior. It was empty. Every other file on that server was intact. Hundreds of hours of footage across dozens of dates, all of it present, all of it accessible. Just that one folder, empty. I've thought about what I saw every day since then. The figure who walked a floor for 14 hours and left no record in any system. The charge nurse who blocked me after 1 message. The redacted entry filed 2 minutes after first contact. The camera angle that should have been invisible. I can't explain any of it. I'm not going to pretend I can. I just know the footage was real. I watched it. I logged it. I verified the timestamps against the server metadata, and now it's gone. The folder is still there. I checked it again last week. It's still empty.